Welcome to GESARA for Dummies. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg, prepared by Martin Stein. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. Payment systems. Former Ripple executive says that Ripple's Interledger protocol, ILP, enables XRP to scale, to meet the transactional needs of the global population, currently estimated between 7 and 8 billion people. ILP's scale potential is simply impressive.
We've configured our technology in a way that really fits the problem of cross-border payment stability very, very well. So for the cross-border payment challenge, we've created an open internet model. We call the idea Interledger. So Interledger, like the internet, supports our Ripple technology globally. And that model does not require a single universal common blockchain. It requires a very open blockchain interconnectivity. And that means that the volume is theoretically infinite. It's like the internet never runs out of capacity. Elements do, but the internet still works because it's inherently decentralized. So Ripple is the same. So we have a decentralized model which is infinitely scalable. Supporting that, we have our liquidity proposition, which uses XRP, and that's a classic blockchain. But XRP was designed from the outset for transacting. So unlike the likes of Bitcoin, which is like very slow and slows down as you continue to build on volume, the XRP model is very, very, very high speed and very high capacity. So the liquidity part is very adequately served by the XRP model. The wider network we're creating, where if you're really going to create something of value for 7 billion people in the world or 9 billion by 2050.
Experts suggests XRP is the Starlink of crypto. John Squire likened Bitcoin to a landline, while claiming Ethereum serves an updated purpose, calling it a cell phone. Both still suffer from limitations in speed and flexibility. Squire argued that XRP fulfills that need, comparing it to Starlink, with no lag. XRP is portrayed as Starlink, a futuristic, satellite-based internet system, offering global coverage with minimal latency. The analogy is rooted in real-world network performance. Specifically, XRP consistently ranks among the fastest and cheapest blockchain networks for settlement, under 3 to 5 seconds, with fees under 1 cent. Chairman Senator Tim Scott joined Maria Bartiromo to highlight how the Genius Act, which creates a regulatory framework for stablecoins, will enable faster, cheaper, and more competitive transactions. Passing the Genius Act is a win for the U.S. economy.
The Senate is voting to advance legislation setting up a regulatory framework for payment stablecoins. A new report this morning shows companies like Walmart and Amazon are looking to set up their own stablecoins. We've spoken with Congressman French Hill about this, and of course Cynthia Lummis also working on it in the Senate. What should that stablecoin legislation look like?
Well, the good news is just yesterday we had a historic day in the Senate. We passed the first hurdle to getting the Genius Act, the stablecoin legislation, passed next week, which means that very quickly we'll see democratization happen around this country. What does that mean? For the Walmart folks or Target folks shopping, we'll see costs coming down, which means prices will stabilize as well. This is good news for the economy, good news for single moms like the one that raised me, good news for seniors on fixed income. Every time we see innovation in America's marketplace, it means prices come down because competition goes up. Great news for all of us.
Senate passes landmark crypto regulation bill, the Genius Act, on a bipartisan vote, sending it to the House. Ripple, SEC, case update. Appeals delayed until August, in XRP lawsuit. The SEC will file another status report, in the Second Circuit by August 15, delaying the long-running lawsuit further. The SEC has also delayed making a decision of the spot XRP filing, proposed by $1.4 trillion giant, Franklin Templeton. 2 delays this week. Case. EFT. Commodities. Real physical gold is stored in 2 U.S. vaults, Fort Knox, Kentucky, and West Point, New York, and of course, in the Cheyenne Mountains. To inspect the gold in U.S. vaults, you'd need permission from the Pentagon. The storage sites are high-security military bases. For decades, generations of American financiers have grown up, without ever being taught the historical truth, that gold was once money, and until 1971, the U.S. government was obligated to exchange dollars for a set amount of gold. That history is now becoming more convenient, and very attractive, as buzzwords like Basel III, Bretton Woods III, Gold RV, Gold-backed, and Gold Standard are surfacing everywhere. The last official U.S. gold audit took place in 1974. The U.S. Treasury claims to conduct annual checks on the gold stockpile, but few believe it, not even Americans. The Bank of America acknowledges that Americans increasingly favor gold over the dollar. Analysts put it bluntly, gold is at the heart of the dollar's problems. That's why the more than 40% rise in gold's value against the dollar over the past year is a major warning sign. Such an audit could trigger serious global consequences. We're drawing closer and closer to Commander-in-Chief Trump to notify the Pentagon it is time to reveal the truth. Gold shall destroy the Fed.
The most secure place on Earth is guarding 147 million ounces of gold with an insane value, protected 24/7 by an isolated vault with extreme security measures. In 50 years, civilians only visited it twice. Before heading into the vault, the authentication room ensures that every ounce of gold is real and valuable enough to be the world's strongest currency reserve. The main vault lies in the basement, and another round of officers checks your credentials before the ultimate steps towards the treasure. A depository's front door, a massive structure of 22 tons and 21 inches thick, a heavy door that could stand any machine gun and explosives.
What if Trump walks into Fort Knox live on TV and it's restacked with gold? Not the fake audit bullshit. Real gold. Fresh from secret global acquisitions. Vatican vault whispers and quiet London deals. Imagine the optics. Trump, cameras rolling, standing in front of a mountain of gold bars, flexing. We're back, baby. That's just not theater. That's a monetary reset. A shot across the bow to the Fed, the IMF, and every fiat fraudster on the planet. Fort Knox becomes the stage for the return of sound money, and the U.S. flips the script on the entire global financial system. Now picture this. The dollar, ripped from the claws of the Federal Reserve and handed to the U.S. Treasury. Gold-backed, blockchain, tracked, and digitally issued. No more printing into oblivion. No more debt-based slavery. This isn't just a new dollar. It's a weapon. A gold-anchored digital treasury dollar that crushes inflation, resets global trade, and reestablishes the U.S. as a financial alpha of the world. While the rest of the globe scrambles to launch surveillance coins, America drops the real hammer. Freedom-backed currency. If this plays out, the U.S. becomes the crypto financial capital of the world overnight. And you better be positioned. The dollar's evolution is incoming. The Fed's time is up. And Fort Knox might just be the reset button. You want to survive the shift? You better understand decentralized finance, tokenized wealth, and where the power's moving next. Go to chadsarton.com, download your guides, book a call before the reset steamrolls, everything that you thought you knew. As always, show me some love. Share these videos and follow me if you're not following. You'll be glad that you did.
BRICS GESARA Nations Alliance. Netanyahu and his cabal controllers wants to draw U.S. into a war with Iran.
War with Iran will be World War III. Iran is not alone, and it will not remain alone. With Russia, we are at possibility of peace, but we're also at a possibility of nuclear war. They're both very close. And if we go to war with Iran, we make nuclear war all the more likely.
Do you think that the people pushing us toward war with Iran understand that?
No, I think that they're following a plan, clean break, 1996, and a plan, 1991, 7 wars in 5 years, that has been deep set, and that has been Netanyahu's baby all the time. Netanyahu, I regard as one of the most delusional and dangerous people on the planet. He has engaged the United States so far in 6 disastrous wars, and he's aiming to engage us in yet one more. We're not standing up for Israel. We are engaging in war on Israel's behalf all over the Middle East. That's a completely different thing. Nothing that has happened in the Middle East has been for American national security. None of it. Not one of these wars. These have been Netanyahu's wars.
BRICS nation, accelerate crypto laws. Vietnam has officially legalized crypto assets as part of a landmark digital technology law passed by the National Assembly on 14th of June. The big question is, when will the BRICS cross-border payment system launch? A very unique system, with single trade unit currency, and multiple sovereign currency system, as explained. Sri Lanka applied to join BRICS. BRICS is something we believe very important for us, as a growing nation. Deputy Minister, Ruwan Ranasinghe, explained Sri Lanka's benefits of joining BRICS.
BRICS membership offers the opportunity to expand trade horizons and spike tourism. Now, we heard about the bloc's potential from Sri Lankan Foreign Affairs and Tourism Deputy Minister in an exclusive comment to RT.
Sri Lanka is, following a non-aligned foreign policy right throughout our history, and BRICS is something we believe very important for us as a growing nation, particularly in economic conditions. So we have submitted actually the application even. Now I think it has been freezed at the moment, but we are looking ahead to get the membership, which will be very important for us expanding our cooperation and the relationships, particularly focusing on economic opportunities for Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is one of the strategically located destination in the South Indian Ocean. We have a lot of free trade agreements, treaties signed with a lot of nations, and even European Union. We are enjoying these GSP plus tax concessions, as well as we have free trade agreements with India, which is entitled for 7,000 plus products. So all these opportunities will be there once we sign and enter into this BRICS agreement, so all the members can enjoy such benefits based in Sri Lanka. It has been famous for tourists for centuries, especially during last couple of years. It has becoming very famous among Russian tourists, particularly our beaches, especially the south coast. And this arrival has boosted a lot of opportunities for Sri Lankans, as well as we have monitored some of the Russian colleagues. They also have started some businesses and enterprises related to tourism there. But I also need to clear a point that, there is this myth that Sri Lanka is a seasonal destination, which is not. Sri Lanka is a tropical island, which is an year-round destination. Right throughout the year, tourists can visit. So our hill country, tea gardens, our national parks, whale watching and dolphin watching, so much to do. So I think these are some of the reasons, and on top of all these things, friendly and hospitable people in Sri Lanka is loved by Russian tourists.
July, to get all in order. The month of August is traditionally very hot, as seen in post 3570. Show us some love by liking our videos, and leave us a short comment on your thoughts. Thank you.